getting the cuts. He's focused on bedroom, but Luminosity doesn't seem to mind too much. Of course, 7 seconds in that hill is going to bump over, and that's where Havoc is going to be leaning. So Luminosity a bit behind on this rotation, but again, if they get the break, they'll be just fine.
Well, I want to see if Study might be able to get in behind. Depending on the timing of this, he might, well, actually, I think he's going to get shot in the back. that was the opposite of how I thought that was going to go. Thought he might be able to flank through, but that's going to be 3 down for EG, and now a chance for Luminosity to rack up some time, and Nagafin at least able to pick up 2. But LG, let's get down to lower street as they're going to deal with some pressure coming in from Market.
Well, you see Slacked already in a pretty powerful position. He's going to be controlling steps by himself and relying on his teammates to make sure that they have both bedroom and plat covered. And it looks like Octane is going to be able to do just that. He's able to pick up 2. And again, worth mentioning those Slacked on that 3 streak, creeping closer and closer to those 4 streaks, which completely can change the game.
I mean, the only positive you really have if you're EG, you're not getting a break here, you're giving up all this time, is you at least do have you have the spawn you want for the next hard point when we get to Cathedral, but they lost basically a full 60 to LG here. They do a brilliant job holding lower street. Now the question is, can they break? So that's going to fall over to Classic as he's trying to push. He's not able to do it. Next man up, I think, was Saints, who may have an opportunity to find some kills. Found 1, not able to gun the second, but it's just Study to remain actually here. Now look at the spawn. So because of that gunfight goes down, I think his teammates spawn with still 1 player up. Both sides kind of, both sides of the 3 end up kind of spawning out and having to rotate over. So it ends up Study racking up some time. And now EG still looks poised to get the hold here.
Yeah, Luminosity, of course, you see number 6, Saints. He's going to be playing very patiently, avoiding getting picked off as well, waiting for his teammates to come in for support, and now the entire team is making moves. You see 3 players diving in, and it's just Study that's left alone in the hill. He's able to pick up 1. He's got 2 more to deal with, and he's going to fall. And that is a picture-perfect way you want to break this hill. That is Luminosity taking back over. 23 seconds left on this hill, and it looks like EG is already content to completely give up on that time, and they're going to be focusing on broken.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, if they didn't get the break there, they had what? They had the 1 push in the rotation. They then had that attempt. If they didn't get it, they probably would have given up and just gone to broken. I mean, you didn't really get another shot at that. They got it with about 30 seconds. So now let's hop over to broken bridge. That'll be Nameless kind of picking up the push across. Watching the lower street push will be Nagafin, who gets dropped. But this is back-to-back hard points where at least EG, I guess, is set up a little bit earlier here to make a play. But if Luminosity can continue to get the breaks they need, they'll continue to hold this edge.
And you talk about breaks, you can already see just how far Study spawned out. Luminosity did a good job pushing 3 up. It is going to force the spawns out. Still 1 player left alive for EG. Coming to the back, Nagafin's going to be able to pick up 1. He desperately needs to stay alive as his team is coming through. Slack's going to take him down. So LG going to be in control for the moment. Of course, there are going to be 3 red arrows surrounding. So it looks like Nagafin actually did just enough to buy time for his team to get back over to control broken.
Yeah, that split second where he stayed alive right before dropping is enough to get a favorable spawn for his side. Now trailing by 10 points or so. EG starting to spark the rally here. Nameless inside, pushed out front, I believe, is Nagafin. I want to see what his point of view looks like, but he gets dropped. All 3 just get shredded. So that's a break for LG, but not before some damage was done for the side of EG. Now we got 5 seconds here, so we're going to rotate over to Hotel Hallway. Saints already inside, him and Classic both finding a kill. Going to be 1 more pushing through the back. If he would have got a hit marker with that grenade, probably finds the kill, but didn't realize he was pushing through.
Yeah, I mean, close game so far. EG has probably been a little bit better with the rotations, again, giving up decent amounts of scrap time just to make sure they can focus, but LG has done an even better job of breaking through these setups that they have. So, again, just something to keep in the back of your mind as we move towards this second half of these rotations. Either way, though, Luminosity in control of the hill just for the moment. Got Classic sitting inside.
Yeah, I mean, props to EG so far is, like you said, kind of rotating early, but if Luminosity can continue to get these breaks, it works out okay. It works in your favor. Now, 6th Street for Classic. He's only 10 and 9, so really started to come alive here. And he's 75 off the bombardment, then maybe able to work towards the Warden. We saw Warden pulled out, what, and Scorch earlier. And, oh, God, Classic. That's a team kill plus 2 more, but he's 125 off the Warden. Please play safe, bud. Get this Warden. I love them. They're terrifying.
Well, the Warden, of course, we know if he gets that, is at least going to force the other team just to completely switch their classes, and he's already got 2 streaks to work with. Now, he's got 0 seconds left. He can stay alive right here, not challenge his gunfight, and call him the streaks just to get some extra points. It looks like he's going to be coming up to behind players, though. He's going to have a gunfight in front of him. Players not turn the right direction, just needs 25 more points. I think he's going to play it safe and just use the streaks. If he gets 1 kill, he is going to get that Warden.
Now, we talked a little bit about this, and there's the kills. The Warden's going to be used during this one. He's going to call it in right now, actually. Let's talk a little bit about it, because you mentioned how you end up putting on blind eye, so you're not going to be spotted by the Warden. But what does that change for a lot of these players? Does it depend on the class? Well, let's go for here. Let's actually check and see. They're trying to take it out with the OSA right now.
Well, it could be a desperate situation, right? If they don't have a blind eye class, you can see Nagafen's already dying. They have to shoot it down if they don't have blind eye, and that's two players we've seen so far trying to shoot it down. So it looks like they actually were collectively able to drop that. You see the scrap assist popping up on your screen. So again, different strategies can go in. You can pull in blind eye, or you can just say, hey, everybody make sure to shoot it down. But still, the Warden, it took them out of the game for, 20, 25 seconds.
Look at the score now.
Yeah, forced them to go for that instead, and what, a 90-point difference between these two teams.
Yeah, so I think it was Envy we saw opted to go basically putting blind eye in all their classes, right? And that kind of takes away, I think, what did we end up seeing them change when they put on blind eye? I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier. It was Blast Shield we saw for most of them?
Yeah, it's you're changing perk one, so you're either going to switch away from Dexterity or switch away from Blast.
Dexterity, that was the other one. Yeah, that's what I couldn't think of.
And occasionally you'll see, they're taking off like tax or nades or something like that, but something is going to get opened up again just because of that one streak.
All right, well, the Warden does its damage. And now it's 19 and 11 for Saints. He's on a 6 streak here. They only need 25 more points. And this is where, I guess coming into the event, I expected Luminosity to be very scary. It was the Hardpoints. When they dropped one on Friday, I tweeted out, I said, if they continue to lose these, it's going to be a very short weekend. But they've definitely come alive in this particular game mode, and they are smashing EG. It does not look like this is going to be that one map win they need unless a miracle occurs.
Yeah, I mean, if you think back, Allegiance, when they took them down in the first Hardpoint, that was the first map that had been played all event. So, full credit to Allegiance. They played fantastic. And again, their hopes ride on how this match turns out about whether or not they're going to get through. But again, one bad Hardpoint from Luminosity, but since then, they've been absolutely crushing.
And they're probably going to close it out here as they have Cathedral set up, and Saints lines up 2 brilliant shots there, dealing with any pressure through Hotel. And as time ticks away, this one is all but done. EG kind of walloped here. Luminosity putting on an incredible performance here in Hardpoint.
Yeah, I mean, even there you saw at the end, Saints is just pre-aiming where these players are forced to come from before they get there. So again, full experience these guys have in Hardpoint.